gonna bring the change? Journeys we are meant to take. Something at the edge of space, calling us to fly away.
Well, good morning, guys. We're back. And we are back with a bang. We're at the moment at the beautiful Dhaka airport. And we are going to be flying from here to Port Blair. We're trying this flight for quite a few days, but due to power cuts, it's been an issue. Hopefully today we will not encounter an issue and we will be able to go from here to Port Blair. We are flying today on Nippon 565 and VOPB is the code for Dhaka's Port Blair's International Airport. Just a second, let me the aircraft here. Engine flight plan. Give me 1 second, guys. Okay, so flight plan has been introduced. Anyway, so jumping into the plane, guys. We'll keep our front view. We'll refill. For default, these things are connected, so we are going to start our power. So the battery power, emergency lights on, seatbelt signs on. And before doing anything else, we will turn off our IRS. Come back here to the panel. Go to FS sections. Ground services and request ground power. See that voice? It says that your battery is going to drain. If you don't connect ground power and don't use ground power, your plane is going to shut off. So we are connecting ground power right now. GPU card is connected. And once it's connected, come back up here and push on ground power. So now our ground power is on. We will turn on our hydraulic pumps and turn on our cabin pressure as well as turn on our heat pumps. इसको अनइंस्टॉल कर दो पाजी। पाजी देखो अभी ये फ्लाइट स्टार्ट किया ना, फिर से पावर चला गया। अभी स्टार्ट ही किया मैंने। इसका टाइटल भी चेंज करना पड़ेगा वॉलपेपर भी। दिस इज ओनली गोइंग टू बी सेट अप फॉर दिस वन। एनीवेज 37,000 altitude set. पाँच एक मिनट और देखूंगा, आई नहीं आई तो बंद करना पड़ेगा। FMC on right hand side, left hand side पे हम बाकी चीज़ें करेंगे। So on the right hand side panel we are going to do all the things. Here we will go to FS sections. Fuel can be done two ways. One is through here manually putting the data that we are going to do for now. That is 9.8. So we will take 9.990. We can do it the other way also in that menu, but we are doing it simple. Payload is going to be 53 for me, 53.0. So I will reduce a bit of a payload. I can do it by reducing the amount of cargo from 25 to 2000 here. There you go. 5.3 is now the Z of value. ये कौन सा प्लेन है? ये 737 है भाजी. A payload is good, this thing is good. Ground services, there could be many. You can get a fuel truck request. A fuel truck will come in. It would only start filling when you have no fuel and you want some amount of fuel. For example, there is 9937 and you have got 12,000 fuel you need, only then it will fill. Lesser amount, it will not start filling. Stairs can be disconnected from here. These stairs, those are down here. They can be disconnected, and once the stairs are disconnected, you can order jetway here. Press on this, the jetway starts coming in. Because now instead of stairs, you are using jetways. On default, stairs will be connected, plus there will be a lot of complications on start. When you start it for the very first time, go in PMDG setup and then startup stage, it's gonna be approach or something like that. Just change it to cold and dark GPU instead of anything else. Okay, now this thing is connected and everything is else connected. We will turn on our TCAS to 1111. Check our barrow for here. See, TCAS is off. I will show you why the TCAS is off. Barrow for this airport is 1012. We will set it at 1012. Hello, Mayor. And now coming back to the index, we will start doing our flight preps. Airport, we are at VGHS. We are at gate 16. So we will put our gate position. If it doesn't, we should put the last position, because that is where our plane has spawned. For route, you have to put it from your Simbrief page, download it and put it there. But since we have already put it in that folder, 2 flight plans from Dhaka to Port Bay to Bangkok, so we will choose the Dhaka one. 771 nautical mile. Flight number should be put in here, ANA 565. Okay, never mind, it's not picking up from there, we will do it later. So let's select this one. Once this gets in here, we have to activate it. This activate button should pop up and then execute it. There you go, flight plan came it. Load the flight plan. Is now route upload. It's loading that route. Route has been loaded, so the activate button appeared, activating, and then after activating you can check out the legs also down here. Your legs good, these are the legs and everything, but if they are good and everything is good, you can simply execute. So now that that thing has been executed, your positions and your routes, you can also put up your flight number here. Only 0.565 as done by us. You can request your prefs. Your prefs will be a bit different from the usual. Launch altitude will always be US, you have to change it. You can change it in the settings also, but here you can simply just overtype it. For example, for us Dhaka, our trans altitude is 4000. The load button disappears on L6. Doing that and executing. Flight altitude is 37, so it's good. Our cruise altitude is the one we need today. Trans altitude will change to 4000 instead of 18. Cost index for our today's flight is 23. So this is it for that thing. And going to N1 limits, we are going to climb at 20k diesel today. Not a fast climb, but still a simple climb. Flaps will be 5, you can take it up to 10 as you want. CG weight will be collected if you press double. Trim is 6.3, you can adjust the trim to that bulk later. We will adjust the trim and show you how to do that. And look, there will be no speeds down here unless you select a runway. Press on departure arrivals, runway 32, Admiral 2 is the set we are taking today. Executing this one. Now we go back to pref page and N1 limits and then takeoff. Now those speeds have arrived. 139. दारू बदनाम कर दी दैट वन भाई भाजी गई है 2 मिनट देखना और आ गई तो ठीक है वरना ऑफ ही हो जाएगा 139 प्लस 20 means 159. There you go, turning on my flight directors now and turning on my clock now. Clock is down here on the left hand side. So now since everything down here has been done, I will disconnect my bit of ground services, like not ground power, it should remain. The jetway that is connected, it should be disconnected. Every cards and everything should be disconnected except this one. So you see chokes are still there. Yeah, so before that we will start our APU. For that, first power has been given. Yawn dampers can now go on. Yawn dampers will flicker back if your hydraulics are not set, but now my hydraulics are set, so yawn damper can go on. We'll start my APU, which is right down here, if you can see it. Right here, APU. Getting it on and then pushing it to start for a few seconds and back on. So my APU will not start. We'll hear the APU starting. And while the APU is rising, you can see the APU calculate norms getting up here. It's still coming up. So now the APU is fully formed. We'll go up and turn on our APU bleed and turn on our packs. So once those are fully on, we can turn on APU power. APU gens are now on, which means the ground power can now go off. And once the ground power is off, you can release ground power, release your wheels and chocks. Everything else will be released with it. There you go, GPU went off, wheels and chocks went off. Now tuck can be connected two ways. One is the pushback, you can go and get your tuck down here. And the other one is simply using a pushback. You can use here also, select tuck, or you can do here also. We will use here because it's pre-planned. So
cockpit to ground. This is ground. Stand by.
So guys, this will be only taxi takeoff, no full journey now because of the power cut. So we will change the title to setup, taxi and takeoff.
Okay, sir. The bypass pin is
This thing is
installed. All
connected,
doors
so
and hatches closed and all
we will
ground
turn on
equipment
our
is removed.
anti-collision
Please set
lights out
parking
here.
brakes.
Logo lights usually if it's night. Setting on my parking
The
brakes.
parking brakes are set. You may lift.
Parking brake set. Lifting the
Wing
aircraft.
lights, wheel lights is up to you. So
Please
now
set
I will
parking brakes.
turn on my fuel pumps now.
We are cleared for start and push.
And before you start the
Okay,
engine,
clear
you
for
have to
push start.
turn off your packs.
Parking brakes are released.
Packs are off.
Commencing pushback. You can start the engines in sequence.
And
It
starting
will start in the sequence.
engine 1 down here on the startup. So now engine 1 will start while you have pushed it to the startup panel now. So engine 1 has started to spoil. You can check it on this panel. It's rising about 20, means about 2 here. You can provide it with some fuel. So fuel given to engine 1, it will start spoiling up. Dhaka traffic, this is all Nippon 565 pushing back and starting engine from gate 16. Almost forgot. I was on Vatsim. No traffic here, so I can relax a bit. So engine 1 is now good and almost at its max. Yeah, almost at its max, so getting up there and starting engine number 2 as well. And checking out engine 2's N1, it's about 2 now, so giving fuel to engine number 2 as well. Pushback is almost done. So engine 1 and 2 both are starting.
Pushback completed. Please set your parking brake.
Parking brake set.
Parking brake set. Lowering aircraft.
So aircraft is being lowered, both engines are being done in.
Startup is complete. You may disconnect.
Roger. Good engine start. Clear it to disconnect. See you at the side. Have a good flight.
And we did say that
Holding
on,
position waiting for the visual.
I don't know which
Thank you and
frequency.
goodbye.
We should have been on this frequency. Dhaka traffic, this is all Nippon 565. I've done with startup and pushback and now all ready to taxi to runway 32. Turn on my TCAS. Test my TCAS. It's working good. TCAS just passed. So now instead of APU generators, we will turn on engine gens. Now since engine gens are on, APU can go off, APU bleed can go off, and packs can now come back on. If a pack's on while you're starting your engine will not start, guys. So taxi lights on. Runway turn lights only needed if it's night time. Flaps will go down to level 5. This is flaps 1. Flaps 2. And flaps 5. You can see it on this panel as well. 0 to flaps 1, flaps 2, flaps 5. You can also do flaps 10, but we do flaps 5. See, that thing is right here. Okay. After all this is done, everything is good. Controls you can check if you want. We will not do it. Pull up, pull down, pull left, pull right, rudder's left, rudder's right. You can check it from this panel also by pressing on systems and then checking. Pull up, pull down, pull left, pull right, rudder's left, rudder's right. Here we are gonna adjust our trim, which is 6.3. So for this, coming back here on the trim, going on systems, yeah, and on the trim it was 6.3, so you can see this is 5. That white arrow is coming closer to 5. It just crossed 5. Now it's getting towards 6. 6.3 is the trim. 6 has been crossed and 6.2, 6.3. There we go. 6.3 is the trim that has been set. So we are ready to taxi. Target traffic. This is on 8.56 taxiing and holding short of runway 32. Putting off parking brakes, giving power, and taxiing to runway 32. And we will reset our fuel flow now. This is the button to reset the fuel flow. Upside is reset, right side is used. In the meanwhile, we will set our altitude now. We are climbing direct to 37,000 today. Hello Gloudviper, what happened to the stream yesterday? I said it was private for me. It wasn't private, it got deleted because even today it's just the takeoff. I don't have electricity nowadays in my area, brother, so really suffering with electricity. Today also not a full flight, just set up and take off. There are issues with electricity today, lot of issues in my area, so I can't even do one full flight. Even now, just as I started the stream, the lights are out. So we'll have to change my title back and everything to just flight setup and take off from this airport. It's not going to be a full flight. It's just flight setup and take off. That's why I'm doing a bit of a fast taxi. Control on this plane is good compared to A320. If I would have taken a turn so fast on A320, it would have gone hayward. Really good controls on this plane. Much better than A320. But bad luck is we are not able to do any full flight on this one. So we will use this intersection again and do a rolling takeoff. So gonna set my VNAVs on. They will turn on without even turning, and my LNAVs on. लाइट आई नहीं आई पाँच बस यही। अब टाइटल चेंज करूँगा इस वीडियो का, अभी सिर्फ होगा 737 सेटअप एंड टेक ऑफ। कुछ नहीं कर सकते भाई, वर्ल्ड टूर तो दूर, एक फ्लाइट नहीं हो पाती यहाँ। So this is the runway in front of us. We will hold shot there and announce our takeoff and turn on our chrome and everything and do a rolling takeoff. पाजी 2 घंटे की फ़्लाइट है, आपको लगता है इन्वर्टर पे ये आधा घंटा मैंने यूज़ किया, ये भी बहुत है पाजी। पूरी करके इलेक्ट्रिसिटी उस पर है, पिटवाओगे क्या? सो वी आर गोना होल्ड शॉट हियर and before we go on to runway we are going to check a few things. Turn on our landing lights, turn off the taxi lights, anti-collision lights will go on and steady. Everything else down here is looking good. TA will go to TARA now. And announcing our takeoff. Dhaka traffic, this is on 565, taking off runway 32. Should be line up and take off runway 32. तो अलग इन्वर्टर लगाना पड़ेगा। नहीं भाई इतना इमरजेंसी नहीं है मुझे स्ट्रीम की, क्या अलग इतना खर्चा करूँ मैं इन्वर्टर्स या बाकी चीज़ों का। लाइट होगी करेंगे, नहीं होगी ऐसे की तैसे नहीं करेंगे, इतना टेंशन थोड़े है भाजी। अब क्या करें, सिस्टम है यहाँ का वो, तो उसे से एडजस्ट करना पड़ेगा ना। जब होगी लाइट तब स्ट्रीम करेंगे, जब नहीं होगी नहीं करेंगे। So we are lining up for the runway. We will turn on our chrono now. There we go. Bit of a rain here, yeah, and weather at my place is dark. आप आज मुझसे ज़्यादा स्ट्रीम भी करते हो ना, मैं तो इतना रेगुलर भी नहीं हूँ स्ट्रीम के लिए। Anyway, so we are just lining up and taking off straight away, guys. So pushing down on the stick till we reach 100 nautical miles. Speeds alive, 80 knots.
80 knots.
100 knots, so pushing back on the stick. Bit of a drift towards the left hand side. Rotate. Positive climb.
Positive rate of climb.
Gears up. And turning on our auto throttles and autopilots. Take off from Dhaka, beautiful Dhaka. Immediate right hand turn coming up. And retracting flaps. Retracting one more set of flaps. And retracting last set of flaps. Look at that flight above us, guys, it just passed it. So flaps are fully up. As we have gone out of Dhaka, guys. So I'm gonna end my stream here, and we will change the title later to just set up and take off from Dhaka, and we'll change the wallpaper too. Anyways, thank you guys. We'll see you other time. Have a good one. And that is a beautiful Dhaka airport down there. Have a good one, guys. Bye bye.